Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about things I wish I would have known earlier on that I know now. Starting at number 1. Don't make a problem bigger than it is. Don't be a drama queen. Don't over exaggerate. I mean, it's okay to over exaggerate sometimes, otherwise life would be pretty boring. But let's see, an example that I have is I was in a relationship, and that relationship went on for like over a year, right? And the guy that I was with, he was doing certain things like behind my back. He worked at this bar job. I don't know the exact name, and no, he wasn't a bartender. I think he was a busboy, if that's what you call it. Either or. He would work there often. Obviously, hello, that was his job. And I would have these weird feelings that he was doing things that he shouldn't be doing. And instead of just talking to him one-on-one and trying to figure out like what the heck is going on, I decided to do some stalking. And no, I'm not talking about like stalking on social media or anything like that. I'm talking about like pulling up to his job and sitting in the corner and like just trying to see what he's doing, or like having a family member, like if I wasn't able to drive at the time, like I didn't have transportation, I would have someone take me there. I wouldn't make a scene at his job, but like when he would come back home to me, like I would flip out on him and there would just be issues. And I realized like I was making things bigger than it needs to be. Like I should have just talked to him one-on-one and try to figure out what was going on. And of course, guys lie. Guys freaking lie. You might come across someone, a guy who is truthful and tells you the truth, and like that's wonderful if you have that type of guy. But for me, I would always run into guys that just lie all the time, even if I try to talk to them one-on-one and figure out like what I'm doing wrong. But anyway, the whole point of that was to say that, like I said, I made things bigger than they were, blowing up on him, throwing his stuff, like just acting a bit crazy, when I could have just tried to talk to him and figure out like, okay, what was the need for you to be doing what you do at work, dealing with other females? Like what are you not getting with me that you feel like you have to get it from other people, if that makes sense? Don't be like me if you're a woman watching, which I'm sure a lot of women in today's society have evolved, which is wonderful, and nobody really acts the way I did, and I don't know why I acted that way. I'm pretty sure it was just because, like, in all honesty, that was the longest relationship I was in. Usually, like I said, I just don't have relationships that long. I usually end them, or vice versa. So like I took things to heart when things weren't going the way I felt they should be going. Number 2, focus on what you have, not on what you don't. This one is my favorite, I believe, that I wrote on here. Just because a lot of times I find myself, just upset about things I don't have. Just upset in general, like on small things. And I really have to sit there and ground myself and tell myself I have things that other people don't have. Sure, there's a lot of people that have a lot of things that I don't have. I don't have everything that I want, but I do have things that other people don't have. Like there's people in different countries. Sorry about the background noise, you guys. But anyway, there's people in different countries that, don't have food like we have, or like I have. And I'm complaining about what I don't have. if you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm complaining I might not have, you know, the latest phone, or just, I don't know, like anything that's not really like a necessity. And I really had to sit there and tell myself, like, there's people in different countries that, you know, literally they don't have food, they don't have a family to come home to, you know, they don't have money. And I mean, I'm not rich over here, I'm struggling, but, you know, like I said, it's just the mindset of be thankful of where I'm at now, because there's people out there that don't have what I have. There's people out there that don't have what you have, especially on the food situation, or just in general. Like, I would literally think to myself, like, there's people in this world that lost their lives due to COVID or just violence, and I'm living, I'm breathing, I'm here. You know, there's people that, you know, their parents passed away, or there's kids out here, well, not, you know, well, in this country too, but like in other countries that like either don't have, you know, parents, they lost their parents to violence. And, you know, I have, you know, some kind of, you know, family, but like, it really made me sit there and be grateful, because I'm like, I could be dead right now. Like, I could be starving, I could, like, anything. Sure, I might not have everything my heart's desire, but like I said, I'm still doing better than, you know, those that are more, you know, less unfortunate. And that's the kind of mindset you have to have, because like I said, there's people out there that don't have what you have. But that's something I wish I would have known earlier, when I was a lot younger, because, you know, I'd be so upset. Like, when I was a teenager, I would always be like, I don't even want to be here anymore. Like, why am I here? Or I hate my life. And yes, a lot of things did happen growing up that was just something no kid should ever have to go through. But now that I'm a lot older, my mindset has changed on that. But anyway, I don't want to keep going on number 2. Number 3 is perfect relationships don't exist. I would always think that, you know, if the relationship that I'm in isn't rainbows and sunshine, then, you know, I'm in the wrong relationship. And sure, nobody wants to be in toxic relationships, but I had to sit there and think to myself, like, there is no such thing as a perfect relationship. There's nothing in this world that is perfect. Nothing, unless you're God himself. But there's nothing that's perfect. Maybe perfect in your eyes, but if we're speaking about facts, literally, there is nothing that is perfect. And I would be bummed out, because I'm like, my relationship isn't perfect, or I just want this perfect relationship where, you know, we're happy and there's no arguments or anything like that. And that doesn't exist. That's not, you know, that's not possible. Sure, there's people out there who are in happy relationships and they don't argue as much, but there is gonna come a time where they do argue, or there's gonna be a time where you and your partner argue. It's normal. There's no such thing as perfect. And if something does seem perfect, then it's off. You know, it's very suspicious. It's something that makes you want to think twice or look twice at it, because like I said, there's nothing in this world that is perfect. Now, you can make something seem perfect in your eyes, but like I said, there's nothing that is perfect, and perfect relationships do not exist. Okay? Normalize that there are going to be times where you don't agree with your partner or anything. It's how you make it work, though. You're going to argue, but as long as you talk it out with your partner, as long as you hold on and you don't give up when there's tough times, that's all that matters. Number 4, resentment only hurts you, not the other person. So this one is also something, or one of the things that are my favorite on here. So 2 things so far are one of the most favorite things that I wrote on here. So with this one, I had to learn, or I had to tell myself, and learn, same thing, that when you hold grudges towards other people, the only thing that's hurting is you inside. Like, you're not hurting the other person unless obviously they care about you. Like, you have some kind of like friendship, or you guys are family, or whatever the case may be. You're holding a grudge and you don't really care about them. I mean, I don't know why I said that. You're holding a grudge towards them and they care about you. And you stop talking to them. That's what I meant to say. I don't know where the other thing came from, but you stop talking to them and they get upset. And why you stop talking to them? Because you're mad. You're holding a grudge towards them. Then, yes, that's when it does hurt someone. But other than that, most people don't care. Like I said, the only person that you're hurting is yourself. And I had to teach myself that, because I would just hold grudges, or I'd just be angry all the time. And I'd hear from so many people would tell me, like, why are you holding a grudge? Just let it go. It already happened. Let it go. And I couldn't, because how dare they do that to me? You know, like, I didn't deserve it. But I never understood. I'm like, why are people telling me to let go? Like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, why would I let go? Like, what happened to me was wrong. And it's true, it was wrong, but the other person doesn't care. They're sleeping good at night. You know, they're eating good. They don't care. Meanwhile, like, I'm just upset and I have anger and rage, just negative emotions that don't need to be there. And it's just taking up my energy when I can focus that on positive energy, positive things. And I just had to realize that, you know, so what if someone does me wrong? They do me wrong, then they can just get cut off. They can get cut off and I won't give them access to me. And, you know, that's that. Like, people don't have to have access to me, especially if they did me wrong. And instead of holding a grudge, let me just let it go, release it, and move on, you know? Like, I don't have to hold a grudge because it's taking up energy and it's making me feel bad inside. It's making me think negative thoughts, and it just doesn't need to be there. You feel me? Like, it's really unnecessary and pointless. Like, you might not even see the person again. Like, a lot of my grudges were from, like, growing up, or like coworkers or classmates when I was a minor and I was in like high school, middle school, elementary. And it's like, I don't even see those people anymore. They don't see me. Like, it's pointless to be upset, holding a grudge, thinking about them, and they're not even thinking about me. If anything, they forgot I exist. They don't remember me. And I'm over here holding a grudge, and they don't care. They don't care. And that's what hit me, you know? It's like, why should I care? And the other person doesn't care. They're living happily. And you have to, you know, put that in your head and remember that, because, you know, life is too short to be holding grudges. Let it go. Move on. Don't even think about that person again. And if they try to come back into your life, block them. Cut them off. Have the satisfaction of them messaging you and you ignoring them, because I don't know about y'all, but with me, I love it when people, you know, from the past message me and they try to get in contact with me, and like, I'm not giving them my energy. I'm not texting them back, which means I am not giving them my energy. Meanwhile, they're giving me all their energy. They're taking the time out of their day to write me. And like I said, it makes me feel good inside, you know. Number five, last but not least, sometimes it's better to be hurt by the truth than a lie. This one I was always iffy on, just because the truth can hurt. But let me just say, just because someone says something to you or someone makes a comment that's negative in your life or whatever it may be, doesn't mean that what that person is saying, what that negative thing that the person is saying is true. Like, some people will say awful things about you, but that doesn't mean that what they're saying is true. Maybe to their eyes it's true, but that doesn't make it a fact. So you do have to take it with a grain of salt, not unless it is 1,000% true. Like, what this person is saying is a fact, not an opinion, but a fact. I keep stumbling over my words, you guys. But yeah, like, just realize that there's a difference between a fact and an opinion, because people mix that up sometimes. Don't get it twisted, okay? Like I said, just because someone makes a statement, makes a firm statement, and they believe that what they're saying is true, that whatever's coming out of their mouth is true, and it's something negative about you, it does not always mean that it is a proven fact. It's just their opinion, and their opinion doesn't matter. But in those cases where someone is telling you something that is true, be thankful that they're letting you know, or they're telling you, because the truth is always better than being fed a lie, okay? That's all that matters. Even if it hurts, you gotta keep in the back of your mind that it is the truth, and it may or may not help you, but you live and you learn. That's all I have, you guys, for this video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and you share it with your friends. And I'll see you guys in the next video.